What's good? It's Young Ty. You now rocking with SCOOPTV, you bitch.
Alright, man. You heard it here first. SCOOPTV. Let me know once more time who we got in the building.
What's good? It's your boy Young Ty. Originally from Youngstown, Ohio. Moved out to the Berg 6 years ago, and I'm just trying to pick up where I left off there, and let y'all know a little bit about me and what I do.
Alright. So how was it growing up out there?
I mean, it was cool. I wouldn't say we had it the best, and I wouldn't say we had it the worst. But like my mom was always trying to make sure I had everything that I needed. At the same time, I started making music when I was 13. I used to do like poetry contests, stuff like that. So that's really how I fell in love. That's how everything came into play, was from the poetry in school to actually learning about the music in general. Then I had two homeboys, one who made beats and one who actually rapped. And one day they was like, yo, take one of your poems and try and put it into a song. Even if it's trash, just see how they go together. And so I did it, and after that he started making me beats, and I just started writing and creating music.
That's what's up. So who's some of the people you was listening to growing up?
So I'm different, man. I like Young Dolph, Young Dolph, Trip, Don Trip for those who don't know, Starlito, all them. I also like Lil Baby nowadays. I still listen to I'm trying to pull some people together. Meek Mill. I'm all over the place, man. Like when I first came out here 6 years ago, my homie was like, yo, you know who Wapo is?
Yeah,
I'm like, nah. I'm like, I don't know nobody out here. So he showed me Wapo, he showed me Hardo. And ever since then, you know what I'm saying, 6 years in the making, I've been listening to Wapo and Hardo like on repeat. Like those are always in my playlist.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I would definitely have to say, like back then I was definitely bumping Trip, Starlito, Dolph, stuff like that.
You ever get a chance to work with Wap?
Nah, I wanted to so bad, man. So bad. Like, I know he was, at the time, this was before his passing. I seen like he used to drop an Instagram post or something, and he would say features for the low. I think the last one I seen, he was doing like features for like $400. And at the time, with paying bills, I got kids and stuff like that. At the time, I couldn't do it. So I was like, yo, next one he does, I'm gonna try and get, see if I can get a feature. And then 2 weeks later, I had found out that he passed away. So, RIP to WAP, for real.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's definitely crazy. So like, who was like more of your influence when you was doing the music? Like, what's something like who motivated you like to start getting in the studio and stuff?
I would say the old Gucci, old T.I. Who else? I would say probably like even the old like 50 Cent, old Ja Rule. Of course, everybody listened to Pop, Biggie, NWA, Wu-Tang. But if I had to say who was a big influence on why I did it, it would probably be T.I. Because like one of my homeboys, MP, shout out to MP330 out of Youngstown, he was a die-hard T.I. fan. I mean, every time I got in the car with him, T.I. be playing. I'm like, damn, don't you want to listen to something else? And he'd be like, nah, man, we just going album for album every day. So I really started listening to T.I. And I just like his work ethic. It seemed to me like back then, if you listen to T.I., he was always dropping something. So that's what really made me want to just continuously drop song after song after song.
Definitely. So I seen you dropped a lot of visuals and stuff. Like, who you be rocking with as far as the cameraman?
So the way it started when I first started making music, I really did more projects than I did anything visually. I held myself to the standard. Like if I didn't feel quite that I was like where I needed to be or comfortable in that fact, I didn't want to start dropping visuals because I wanted it to be like perfect timing, like me being at my best self, then start dropping the visuals. The first ever video I did was with Nick Rage, who's from Pittsburgh. He's worked with like Chris Calico, stuff like that. So he shot the first ever one. And then now the two main people that I'll probably go to, or three, J.Al., Dre Nix, or Corey Endress, Bird's Eye View. Those are like the three people that I'm really gonna start going to now. Those are like homies that I know out in Youngstown.
Okay, what's some upcoming projects you have coming?
So right now, as of right now, I'm about to be shooting a music video for me and my homie Casper. Song we got is called On My Grind. September 26th, I have a long-lived WAPO tape. Now, just to give a little bit of like background to it, I didn't want to drop it anytime like recently, like right after his passing, because I felt like, well, one, out of respect, two, I felt like people would have thought that would be like clout chasing,
yeah.
And I didn't want none of the repercussions to come back from that. So I figured wait a little bit and then drop it. Shout out to Wapo's mom too, because she's been very supportive of what I'm doing, and you know, giving me tips and hitting me up in you know, certain opportunities towards the future to be able to work with her, and you know, things that she might have going. So shout out to Wapo's mom. Also, my first ever album. Now I've done, as far as mixtapes are concerned, I've done like 8. This will be the 9th mixtape, and then my first ever album, Sinner's Mentality, is actually dropping January 1st of 2020 of next year. So those are like the main things that I got going right now.
So what was like one of your craziest shows you had so far?
Craziest shows? It would have probably been one of the ones in Youngstown that I did locally. We always had like these different venues, like they would switch, bounce back and forth, ownership, new people would take over, this, that, and the other. But I'd probably say one of the craziest shows I ever did was like at this one club called Lower Level. I remember the one night it was so jam-packed in there. I went up on stage, I think we had like 12 different people behind me, from homies to people that would just randomly pop up on stage. And that's really how my shows went. I always did stuff locally growing up, and I had a lot of local support through that. But now I'm aiming to focus on, you know, stuff in Pittsburgh, stuff out of state. I'm trying to go to Florida, I'm trying to go to Cali, I'm trying to, you know, just manage and do it the way it should be.
So are you an independent artist?
Totally independent. I do everything myself.
Okay, so how important is that nowadays, like in the rap game, being an independent artist and having all your royalties to your music and stuff like that?
I feel like it all depends. It all depends, because even me, like, even though the way I'm about to explain this, I don't necessarily have a full team behind me. I feel like if you have a team behind you already, whether it's your homies or whether it's actual people that you really consider a full team, I feel like independence is the best way to go, because if you already have a team, why do you need a label?
Right,
you know what I mean? If you can make all your money yourself, benefit from yourself, be able to pay the people that are around you yourself via however you set that up, why would you need a label taking 50%, 75% to giving you budgets, telling you what you need to do? As long as you're smart, you micromanage and do it the right way, then I feel like independence is the best way to go.
So, as being in the game, where do you see yourself like 10 years from now, or even 5 years for real? Short-term goals in the rap game, long-term goals?
I would put it to you this way. Because I've been asked that before, and this is like the best way I can explain it. At the point that I'm at right now, I've reached I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this since I was 13. I'm 27 now. People always ask, yo, you're 27, you haven't blew up, why do you do it? A couple reasons. One, they obviously never had a passion before.
Exactly.
2, they obviously never had, whether they have a kid or not, they never had their kid sitting in the back seat singing your own lyrics while you're driving around. That's the craziest feeling in the world. And 3, all in all, the way I look at it is, as long as I have 1 fan, 2 fans, 10 fans, 500 fans, somebody that can say, yo, I related to something you said, or yo, that really helped me get through a time period of my life, or yo, that just like really meshed with me. That's all that matters to me.
Right.
I mean, I'm at the point now though that I understand, like, if I'm gonna be doing it, why not be making money off of it? Because it's all the blood, sweat, and tears that you're putting into it. You should want to get something out of it too, other than just everything that comes with it, with the fans and the support, which is all good, but we all gotta eat too. So
all right, so is there any like motivational speaking you can say to your viewers, anybody that was looking out to you, to your music? Is there anything motivational you would like to say?
Yeah, I'll put it to you this way. If you got a dream, go for it. You only got one life, and you shouldn't ever let anybody hold you back. If you're dedicated, you put in enough time, and you put in enough effort, even if doors are closing left and right, just keep kicking them down. You know what I mean? Like, it's the more that people see that you're consistent, and the more that people see that you're dedicated, and the more that people see that you want something, eventually stuff is just gonna start falling in place. You know what I mean? So be persistent, and be consistent too. Just understand that too much consistency and not enough quality don't go together. So be consistent, but make sure that you have the quality behind the consistency.
Okay. Oh, that's definitely dope, bro. So like on your free time, what you be getting into, bro? What's like a normal day for you, bro?
So for real, I got a job. I be working when I come home, take care of the kids, make sure they got everything done, make sure everything done around the house that I gotta do, and then really I'm just writing. My homies, they got a battle league out in Youngstown called Clash Battle League. So shout out to CBL. They be on it, man. They got the live footage. Any of their events, you could like pay to get on the live footage. They got obviously you could show up, but they've been like really inspiring me to possibly might want to step into the battle scene. I've been writing behind the scenes, and I could tell that just sharpening my pen is even gonna help me with music too. So like that's one of the things. Also shout out to HBBL, No Chill Battle League. Those are Pittsburgh.
Shout out to my guys over there.
Yep, and then so for real, like if I'm not taking care of the kids or doing anything like that, I'm always writing, man.
Yeah, who's some of your favorite battle rappers? Locally and or that song?
All right, so I'm gonna say locally wise, like my favorites, whether it's Pittsburgh or Youngstown. Kev Bless from Youngstown. Shout out to the homie Bless. I'm gonna say shout out to my homie Zoe, Smooth, K Cheese, Joker. Out here, Fizzy, 40, Sin. Who else am I thinking? That's just off the top of my head.
Yeah, definitely. So, where can your viewers follow you at? Facebook, IG, all that. Let them know.
All right, so on Instagram, you can follow me at official_YUNGTY. Facebook, I just started up a new Facebook page for my artists, so that's at Young YUNGTY Music. And then my regular Facebook page is Young Ty. I think my Twitter is official_Young Ty or official, or I think it's the real_Young Ty. My bad, sorry about that.
I bet, man. It was good having you, man. You got covered a lot of things.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, so make sure y'all follow him. We got that new album coming out, mixtape. Make sure you go out there and check him out. All platforms. Is it gonna be, what platforms is it gonna be on?
So the mixtape, I'm gonna drop it on DatPiff.
Okay.
Certain things like that, free type SoundCloud. The album, I'm gonna try and get it on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. Real quick, shout out to T Gates Beats. If y'all need beats, hit him up on IG. I believe it's ITZ T Gates Beats with a Z. If y'all need beats, get at him.
You heard it here first. SCOOPTV, let's get it. That was